everyone. Been a hot minute, but we're back in the Torpedo. Still continuing in our series of 10k and a Torpedo to try and get this truck up to 10,000 kilometres. Apologies, haven't posted one in this series for a while. I was just thinking about it yesterday. I was thinking, I really should carry on with that series. So for those of you that don't know, this is the Scania Next Gen Torpedo. It's a paid for mod by John Ruder. If you haven't got it, I highly recommend getting it. work was probably the most favourite work that I did, because of the variety of cargo that we got hauling. This one at the moment, Prosciutto. But obviously in real life, you could be hauling, I was hauling Christmas trees at one point, which sounds very strange in the back of the refrigerator, nonetheless. Much more fun, because you had some very, very interesting connections to make, and then your delivery points were usually RDCs. The supermarket work was probably the most challenging if you were given an urban trailer. I used to do Tesco work, and used to have these nasty, horrible little bloody urban trailers that were a real bastard, but they preferred getting to and from the Tesco Express stores. The smaller Tesco stores, and they could sometimes be a problem. Purely and simply because I'm in some very tight areas, and again, you would be given your run. Normally on one of those trailers you would have 3 stores you'd have to deliver to, and at each store you pick up empties, like waste packets, come back to go to RSU, which is like a recycling unit. So yeah, it was interesting. Some of the store locations were very tight, but then also as well, on top of that, and Czech Republic getting in your way, which is always fun. But as a rule of thumb, once you've done your last store, it was nice and easy, because you knew it was like, right, okay, I've got to run back to RSU, get that, tip that trailer off, which was again self-tipping, right? And then once you've done that, you pick up a load of empty cages to bring back to the RDC, because obviously that's when the stock was loaded in roller cages, right? And then you do that, and then obviously load up the cages, come back to the RDC, drop the trailer, normally wherever you could find a space. That RDC was built in the 70s, the one I used to haul out of, so petrol tankers. They're always designed to deliver in such a way that they can drive in and drive out, and if they don't, if they mess up where they need to be position-wise the first time around, they'll just drive back out, go round again. Now, I don't know whether that was just for the aviation stuff, whether that's actually true of normal petrol stations. Don't know. Petrol tanker work was kind of seen as the holy grail in the lorry driving world, because apparently it paid the most money. Like even now, I think it still pays somewhere around 60k a year, which is for lorry driving very good money, right? But obviously the risk in your work is huge, because you have an accident or a spill. It could be chemicals or petrol or something like that. You're flooding over the road surface. Not easy, not an easy line of work to be in, but that's why they're very selective with who they hire. And then obviously you've got like removals work, which again, believe it or not, does pay a lot of money. You get to do some international driving, but it won't be Arctic. A lot of it will be rigids with drawbars hooked up, or you've got the one that I always wanted to get into. There was a guy on YouTube who did it, Stevie Moe. He's retired now, but he used to do the car transports around Europe. So he'd go and pick up exotic cars or whatever, and bring them back to the UK, deliver them around Europe from the UK. Really, that would be the work that I'd want to do if I could. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, you know, it all depends on your circumstances, where you are, and you find this. Some companies you'll slip into and you'll be like, yeah, this is great, I want to stay. Other companies you'll get into and you'll go, no, I don't know, so moving on. The important thing is, whenever you go to a new company, like, there will always be drivers there who moan, like, moan, state of the company, the state of the truck, you know, how they're treated, yada. But no one ever does they don't do anything about it, right? Now, in my mind, if you hate your job that much, leave, go get another one. So, try and avoid people like that, because they just kill your past. You need to be able to form your own opinion on the work that you're doing. So what's a typical day look like for a lorry driver? Well, you know, depending on whether you work days or nights, let's take a typical day shift, right? For example, day shift for me in general haulage look like you get up around about 4:30, between 4 and 4:30 in the morning. Make my way down to the yard for a 5:30 start. So I walk in, put into the yard, get out of my car, take my bag with me for the day, and go into the office, go and get the keys for my unit, grab the keys from the unit, walk over to the unit, put my card in, throw my bag in, and then start doing my daily walk around checks on the unit. So I'd be sitting there on other work, right? Do my daily walk around checks. Once the daily walk around checks are complete, and then go back to the office and grab my paperwork for my run, which will often have my trailer number on it. And then I would go and find that trailer, hook up to the trailer, do the walk around checks on the trailer, to make sure everything's working okay. If there's something wrong, defect, if the defect is severe and you can't take it out of the run, then you need to get an immediate fix. If the defect is something like, something small like a bulb or something like that, you must get that replaced before you leave the yard. Even mud flaps, a lot of people don't realise it's like spray suppression, if you want to call it. They will couple of pallets, making sure they're secure, then getting to your destination and finding that your load has shifted and it's now spread all over your trailer, and you've got to spend the next 2 hours clearing it up. Not to mention, explain to the transport officer why you managed to throw a load away in the bed of the trailer, or worse, out the curb. Right, so definitely don't mess around with that. Get it fixed, and get the load strapped immediately. Anyway, once you've done that, you're then obviously heading off for your first drop. So normally on your paperwork, your drops will be put in a specific order depending on how the trailer's been loaded and how many drops you've got to do. If you're very lucky, you've got one drop and the trailer flips up. Not the way it works. It's not the case. There have been days where I've had to go all the way to Birmingham and back just to deliver one pallet. Now the cost of taking an Arctic all the way to Birmingham and dropping one pallet, you would think, would be extortionate. And it is. But you don't get to see that much. But so you've got that, which is, so you've got your running order. Once you've got your running order, you know where you're going for your first drop. Obviously, whack your location in if you've ever been there before. Have a quick look on Google Maps before you set off, just see on Street View if you can pick out any landmarks or anything like that that can help you on your way in. It's also good to know if you know that a lot of the roads are like, double parked cars and what have you. That can also help, although just bear in mind that a lot of the Street View stuff is still COVID, so you'll need to do a collection this new devilry? Go on, move. What you need to do at that point is, once you drop your trailer off, if your yard has a diesel pump, go and fill up with fuel. Often you will share your truck with a night driver, so saves them having to do it, and also it's just kind of courtesy because you often find that you share it with a night driver. If you don't leave them with any fuel, they won't leave you. It's nothing worse in the morning when you've got a long day and you have to sit there and wait to fill up the fuel like a leak tap. So it's easier to just don't be a knob, fill it up, be helpful, and then get on your way. Same thing for your AdBlue, just keep an eye on your AdBlue. Normally your AdBlue you only have to fill up once a week. Well, I did. Most of the time I was driving Mercedes trucks. Some Scanias, but mostly Mercedes. And both of those are really good on AdBlue. And that's effectively, at that point, you pull the card. Once you've parked your unit up, pull the card, go back to the transport office, download your card normally, and then give your keys back in, and then that's you done for the day. As you clock out, and you'll be heading back to your car park, or your motorbike, and you'll be ready to head off and go home. And that's pretty much your day in the life of an ordinary driver doing general as I said, can vary from place to place. Sometimes you might end up working for a place where you get really, really lucky, and every day you're just taking a fully loaded trailer somewhere, getting tips, and then you're getting fully loaded and coming back again. But don't make the mistake of thinking that it's going to always be like that. up one of these things no later than 6 o'clock, because otherwise they start to get very full. Around the truck. I do like this mod, I have to say. The trailers mod is SCS trailer patch. You can find it on the SCS forum. It's a really good mod. Right. With some low air pressure, so just build up the air. So hopefully that gives you some insight so I'm going to obviously carry on with the series. Apologies that it's taken so long to get another video out for it. I've been trying to do sort of different things with the channels and some profiles just to kind of keep it interesting for you guys. There is a series that I'm doing about starting again, building up the profile from scratch, just with a select a few mods like that, and sort of push them from there. This particular profile has the Zip de France mod on it as well, so you'll get to see some of that in the earlier episodes. I'm also going to do a little bit more in this truck and just try and run us closer to that magical 10k quicker. devilry. as well, you've got to remember this thing's got a nose on it, so you don't go flying up to the back of other people's cars. But what a truck to drive, it's so smooth. All of the power you could want. I think also as well, it's one of those trucks that the good thing about paid for mods is, unlike if you were starting a new profile, for example, you don't have to wait until you've reached level 22 or whatever to get the top carry. You can get on with that early, which means you can enjoy the game. It just makes for a more fun experience. What I would be interested to know is how many of you out there that play this have still kept to the original truck that you started your profile with? Have you still kept to it? If you have, let me know, and let me know how many kilometres or how many miles it's done in the comments below, because I'd really be interested to find that out. Because I'm just curious, because obviously the initial series is to take this to 10k, but if it proves really popular and people like it, then I might expand that and say, okay, well, let's go for 100k. I tend to drive either Scania, Volvo, Mercedes or MAN. I don't really tend to drive DAF or Renault very much, so I need to do some more content with those. I will do that. I'll probably add some of those trucks in doing the content around the building the new profile. I think at the moment we're only up to level 7 on that, so level 7 and level 8, so we've got quite some way to go before we could think about buying other trucks. Completes the journey. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously we're now over the halfway point for the 10k and the TCAP, so please do tune in. If you're not subscribed already, please do consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel to grow and it doesn't cost you anything, and I'd really appreciate your support. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch. I hope this video has been useful and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks very much.